Okay, so the next color I'm going to use is this light pink color. It's like a peachy pink color right here. And I'm going to apply that to the bottom half of my eyes, basically up to my lids. I'm sorry, my crease. Okay, so now I'm going to use this purple here, and that's actually going to go on my crease. So I'm just going to apply it here and go back and forth. Hopefully you can see that. Sorry guys, I'm new at this, so the videos will get better and better as we go along. So when I'm done doing that, I want to use a black color, and this is just a regular black. It's matte. There's no shimmer to it really, and I'm going to apply this to the entire bottom part of my lids. Now, for those of you who know, when you work with your eyeshadows, sometimes it tends to fall down here on your face. Black is one of the worst colors because when it smears, it's really hard to take off. Alright, so I have that on, and I still have some pieces of black that fell down, so I'm going to take my fan brush here, and I'm just going to flick it off. Okay, so now that I'm done doing that, as you can see, there's a very blunt line from the black to the purple, and I want to blend that out. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to take my white blending brush here. I guess I should mention too that we have two different blending brushes. We have the black blending brush and the white one. So you can either use both as a crease depending on the size of your eyes. If you have bigger eyes, use this one for your crease. If you have smaller eyes, use this one. And if not, if this is perfect for you, then you can use this one as your blending brush. But it's really up to you. It's just a matter of how you use it, what you're comfortable using with. So I'm going to go ahead and dab that same purple, and in it I'm going to also dab a little bit of the black. What I find to work for me is that I keep my eyes slightly open so I can still feel the natural crease, and then I can, my brush just fits perfectly in there, so I can just kind of use my eyes when they're partially open as a guide to where my brush is going to go. Okay, so now that we've got that, you can see it's a little bit more blended in, but I do want to use my black blending brush here, and I'm going to add a little bit of like this very peachy pinkish color, another one, and I'm going to run it on top right here and just kind of blend it in a little bit more. Now forgive me if every time I cut it and I come back there's like a different light setting. I'm just trying to figure out the lighting here, so bear with me. Like I said, this is the first video, so it's only going to get better, but hopefully I'll have it figured out soon, so you don't have to keep dealing with different views and different odd lighting and what have you. So moving on, I'm going to go ahead and start doing my eyeliner. Now, the eyeliner that I want to use is actually a pencil liner. And this pencil liner, of course, is a kohl, and you need that when you're going to be doing like a smoky eye kind of look, because you want to be able to have the kohl smeared, or you want to smear it so that you can get a more smoky effect. And using my liner brush that I was telling you about here, I'm gonna go and smudge it. Okay, now I'm going to put it on my lower lash line, and I'm just only going to apply it halfway like this. Now, with my smudging tool here, I'm actually going to dip it in a little bit of the black powder, and this is just because I don't want the bottom to smear. And if you don't set, it's just kind of, think of it as foundation. When you do your foundation, you want to set it with powder so that it stays. So same concept applies when you're using kohl. And if you ever notice that if you ever apply it to your top lashes, or I'm sorry, your top liner, but you don't do the bottom, sometimes it smears and transfers to the bottom. So when you're trying to keep that clean look, it just transfers. So how you actually stop that is by setting it with the black or whatever color your eyeliner is. You want to match it with the eyeshadow and then just kind of set it. So I'm going to go back here, and then I'm going to bring it across. And the reason why I actually only put it over here is because when I bring it over across, it's going to smudge, like I said. So it's going to you're going to have that thin line there that you want. And sometimes when you do smoky eyes, if you have small eyes, you do black, obviously your eyes look smaller. So you want to have your eyes pop a little bit more and look a little bit bigger, but then you also want to have that smoky. So the way that you achieve that is by having a smaller thin line here and having a thicker line over here on the outside.